It's your boy, Jim CB. Welcome back to the channel. You can like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, man, and we are back with another clip, another video, and some things to get into with our thoughts, man. Stay tuned for the commentary, and I'll be with you shortly. Hey, it's your boy, Jim CB here, and we are back with another video for the channel. Man, I'm just tapping in because in a recent interview with Blad, Tony Yayo speaks on the fact that Taxstone was found guilty from his text messages on his jail phone and things like that, and what really happened in this Taxstone case. He gives his opinion on it. And yeah, man, we can ready to check this Vlad situation out. Now, we're not going to play the whole video. We're just going to take the audio that we need for the commentary. And we're going to really get into a deep conversation about, self-snitching or, just not properly following protocol. This is why your lawyers and things like that ask you to tell them the 100% truth straight up out the gate. And they advise you not to speak on certain matters of the court. Only the details of the case should be discussed between you and your lawyer. Your lawyer must 100% know exactly what happened in each case or case by case basis based upon what you've actually done or what you didn't do, because they don't need any surprises. There are things like discovery. There's ways that that you can have evidence suppressed. There's a lot of things that the prosecution they like to withhold to the last minute. So if you're not 100% honest with your lawyer and you're not doing your due diligence and your part to keep yourself free, then things can always go wrong. Things can happen. But let's get into what Yayo had to say, man.
Right, he's facing up to 25 years at this point. And I remember I talked to his lawyer about the situation, and he basically said, look, TroyAve taking the case, the jury was, split about that. There weren't really a lot of witnesses. There's no clear camera footage. But what ultimately happened, because he talked to one of the jurors, was that Tax had a phone in prison, in jail in Rikers. And I guess they managed to intercept some of his text messages. And some of the text messages talked about the actual shooting, with him actually texting about it. And he basically said that's really what got him at the end of the day, is him getting too comfortable with the phone while in jail.
Well, if you got a phone in jail, that phone is probably tapped or whatever, or that's a smart way for the feds or anybody to intercept anybody.
Yeah, they'll just let you keep the phone, dude. Yeah. They'll tell the guards not to search your room.
Like, let's not act like the feds ain't super ill with the shit they got. You know what I mean? And it's like, right now, you just gotta be humble, stay out the way, get your money, and be legal about it, bro.
Did you have phones when you were locked up?
Nah, I was locked up 203, 204. We was just lucky we got Chinese food and Jamaican food and shit like that.
So nobody was smuggling in phones or nothing else?
At that time, it wasn't really about that. Like, now you fast forward to this time, it's all about the phone.
Huh.
Like, a CEO could probably sell that phone for a couple of thousand maybe. But back then, like, you gotta remember, it was 202, 203. It wasn't really about the phone. As long as you get weed and some good food once in a while, you're good on that.
Well, they had cell phones back then. They didn't have,
you ain't see them like that, though. Like how you see now, like every motherfucking they sell might have a phone.
Yeah.
Now, but that phone could be hot, though. Like,
and see, Tony Yayo said that phone can be hot. And a lot of people don't understand that, man. Why would you even want a phone in prison at this day and age? If you're not talking to your children, your mama, the people you actually miss. We not discussing the case on no phones. In all actuality, when a lot of guys go to do crimes, they can actually do them by themselves, but they take their homies. And you don't know if these guys are strong enough to withstand whatever you got going on or whatever you're a part of. Everybody can't be a criminal and everybody shouldn't be a criminal, man. This is a lesson. Like, when you're doing something positive and you have a bag, don't let nobody trick you off your square. And everybody's not gonna not tell on they're not gonna not tell on their ops.
They're not gonna keep, their co-defendants' secrets. Some people go to court and be like, man, that's exactly who shot me. That's who did it. And this is why. Everybody's not gonna go down too. Everybody has things they want to protect and assets they want to protect. So, yeah, man, it's just crazy. And stand up guy does not mean go down for the next man. Sometimes stand up guy means telling your buddy, your homeboy, or just saying something, just telling yourself that, hey, this whole thing is not worth it. Let me walk away from it. And then again, if you find yourself in a pickle or a jam, you shouldn't be on your phone. You shouldn't be on your phone.
That's like rule number one. As long as I ain't telling nobody, you don't need to see my paperwork. Or you know what I'm saying? Like, so you never tell nobody about your case. That's rule number one. Because motherfucker could implicate you to get himself out of trouble. Because everybody who's in prison or jail don't want to be there. I know.
Oh yeah, if you can snitch on someone that you don't even know, really, that's not connected with anyone back home.
Yeah, man.
A lot of people just go for it.
Free everybody.
And that's the method. That's the point. That's the message. I'm sorry. That's the message. That's the point. Trust nobody once you end up behind that wall. Only make phone calls to your direct loved ones. Of course, your mother's gonna say, "Hey, baby doll, what happened?" Or "Baby, what happened, son?" Or, and you want to be compelled to tell your mother the truth, but you don't want your mother to look at you in a different light, especially if you actually committed that crime. And then you don't know if them phones is tapped. So man, they got the wrong guy. We'll talk about this later, when I see you, when I get out of this situation, because, I just don't want to talk about it, and I can't talk about it. My lawyer advised me not to say anything. I love you, but hey, same thing with your homie, same thing with your brother. Don't discuss your case until after everything is over with. Because anything that you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. That means cell phone, voice message, that means Instagram, that means Facebook, that means everything. Everything. So yeah, man, it's just a message. Man, stay safe, stay free, stay positive, stay out of trouble, and stay out of the way, man. It's Jim's TV out.